guest lineup. We will take some questions from the chat at some point. But if you're enjoying this, let us know. Show some love in the chat. Click subscribe. All that bullshit. Let's welcome to the show someone who's probably sweating a little bit right now because as I look at my TV screen, the NBA draft is starting and his team is on the clock. We're going to bring in Ryan Hammer, Atlanta Hawks fan, content extraordinaire. You see the Hawks jersey behind him. Ryan, I would like you to do us the honor of announcing who is officially on the clock right now.
I don't even want to do that. I think being on here is a great distraction from what is actually happening to the left of me, so I don't even want to go there.
Oh no, there'll be no distraction. We will be addressing what is about to occur. Just to let you know, I got a two-parter for you. One, maybe I don't got the ball knowledge for this. Who is the 20? Is that a John Collins Hawks jersey?
Yeah, my niece's name is Collins, so it's okay. It's okay, right?
Okay, all right, got it. Except for that, got to get that out the way. All right, so there's a lot of different ways y'all could go at one. You could go obviously. There's the Klingons of the world. There's the SARS. You have trade pieces if you want to with Murray, Hunter, Trae Young. I need the best case scenario in your world and your Hawks fandom, and I need the worst case scenario at one.
Best case scenario, you don't care about what's happening. You take Sarr at one. You trade DeJounte and Capella for Ingram and Dyson Daniels, and you roll from there. You have a big lineup around Trae. Worst case scenario, which is the reality we're living in, they go Risache at one. They try to just run it back and they just try to figure it out. And realistically, that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, we did a video on Risache, and Greg was caught off guard when I described him as the safe was my one word to describe him. But I also added that caveat as he's safe if you take him like 6th to 7th to 8th in that range and not number 1. But I'm going to take the focus away from your team for a second. I know you're someone who's really high on Ron Holland. His name has been thrown out as a potential faller in this draft. I want to hear the pitch that you have for Holland. What makes you a believer in him and his skill set?
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys that end up falling, like Collier and those kind of guys, are similar where they're super talented coming out of high school. They're higher ranked. Those were 1 and 2 coming out of high school, and for very good reason. So 1 year on a really bad team, their offensive polish and the efficiencies kind of aren't fully there. I don't think is enough to have them fall this far, especially in this class. Insane athlete, great defender, very high motor and competitor with offensive upside that we've seen flashes of enough to have some kind of confidence in. So
Sarr was number 1 on your big board. I know you've said he's who you hope the Hawks take. Why is he number 1 on your board? Like, what has sold you on what he can be?
Man, to put it plain, he's one of them demigods. Like, he is legit one of those guys. And as stupid as that might sound and simple, like, that is the plain truth. He's 7'7", 3, 7'4" wingspan, can shoot, can move. He definitely needs to polish up offensively. Like, he's not fully there, and there are kinks to work out, and especially on the dribble and stuff. But he can move, and his upside is probably not the same upside as like a Chet Holmgren, but it's similar. So,
okay. I mean, demigod's a big word. In a normal draft class, do you think he would be in the consideration for 1? Because I feel like the talking heads have kind of made it seem like there's no one who would normally go 1.
I got distracted. Adam Silver started talking. I was like, oh, shit. He probably would get considered, but wouldn't go 1. Like, if you go back to like the Paolo, Chet, Jabari class, he goes out to those guys. But last year is not really a fair class to compare to. But he's a top 3 to 5 pick, I think, in basically every single class.
So, okay, Cart and I did a Bleacher Report stream this afternoon, actually, and we were tasked with coming up with trades for each of the teams with the top 3 picks. And I went full chaos mode. I'm going to warn you right now. Everyone in the chat told me it was the worst thing they've ever heard, and that wasn't even just Hawks fans. My proposal ended up a 5-team trade where the Hawks moved Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, basically everybody that matters but DeAndre Hunter. But they keep the first pick and get the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 8th picks in the draft. My pitch was this. You draft Alex Sarr, Donovan Clingan, Stephon Castle, Reed Shepherd, Rob Dillingham, and then at 8, you get the best wing available, whether that's Connect, Risache, or Matas Buzelis. I'm all in on it. If I'm a Hawks fan, I would prefer that to Trae Young and DeJounte pissing at each other and whoever you get in this draft. Am I crazy for that?
Honestly, like, I don't even want to say I hate that, but I'm not. I don't even know what to say. It's like you said when you list out the players, I was like, damn, that's a cold ass college all-star team with Alex Sarr. That sounds kind of fun. I can't get on board with it fully, but I actually don't hate it as much as I thought I would when you started talking.
Okay.
If we're talking Hawks, are you out on Trae Young? Because I feel like I'm the last Trae Young believer still, and he's limited.
Here.
He's limited. You're here too.
I'm here. I've been here. I'm not going anywhere. I'll die on the hill if I have to at this point.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that.
As you should. He's a father now. He has a full beard. If anyone hasn't checked in on Trae Young during the summer,
yes,
he's coming. Dad strength is real. Beard strength is definitely real. I've never seen a player get stats like Trae Young get disrespected to the level. They really treat this man like he's Ish Smith, and I really don't get it.
3 years ago, we were literally debating Trae Young and Giannis. Like the when Sleepers was still cutting its teeth. The first time I ever came on Sleepers in like the summer of 2021, we had that debate, Greg, and you were Team Trae.
I'd like a fact check. Can we get the stats and research department live from Oslo, Norway on an iceberg on that one?
I'm actually almost positive me and Carter were Team Trae, and you were like, y'all are insane. It's Giannis.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a fact check on that one.
How many years, Ryan, until the Hawks are winning a playoff series again?
Oh, playoffs. I mean, depending on how the rest of the offseason goes, it could be as little as 1. It could be as high as probably like 5 or 6, though, also. So,
okay.
I'm going to say 1.
Hey. Way to be confident there. You know what, Ryan? I'm gonna do a little virtual here, a little calm down to you, because right now you're acting like a Pistons fan. Relax, okay?
I'm good.
You got talent. We got something there. We got the number 1 pick. You believe in your coach. He looks great. All right. He's young. He's felt. He's got a nice belt. Great shoes always. We need some positivity from you to propel your team up there. You got the talent. Maybe just one more string will do it. But if you draft the French wing, let me tell you right now, you're done for. You're drafting wing Killian Hayes, and you got to start all the way over.
Well, I will say it makes me happy that Reece Sachet and Killian Hayes might be literal complete opposites outside of being from France. So that part makes me very happy. I guess the positive is that we have a Serbian on our team, and I'm pretty sure the Eastern European guys they're just good to have in the NBA from what I've seen and what I've been told. So we're going to keep Bogey forever. That's all I care about.
Riley, I just got a text, by the way, from the Stats and Research Department, live from an iceberg in Oslo, Norway. Found the video checking now about Trae. So we're going to get an answer on what the actual Trae Young take was.
That was quick work.
It was quick work. Ryan, I know you cover all things NBA, not just the draft and college basketball as well. You do really good work in general. I got to ask your opinion on the Villanova Knicks. Mikal Bridges to the Knicks last night. Some people are torn on this. Do you love the move?
It's hard not to. They gave up so much, but like that's kind of what the market has kind of felt like and stuff like that. It's going to be so much fun to watch them. And I'm a pretty big anti-Knicks person because I'm from New Jersey, like from the area. Everyone I know are Knicks fans, so I'm anti-Knicks, but it's going to be hard not to like them, especially as like you guys know me. I'm college ball first, so hard not to.
So you might have shared this before on your channel or on your IG or something, but what's the origin story behind the Hawks fandom then?
Oh, long story. So everyone I grew up, my brothers brought me up as like a Jets fan, Mets fan, Rangers. They were Knicks fans, and I was like, I gotta have one chance to get out of this shithole of sports fandom. So I had standards like back in high school of really bad team, East Coast, and they had Maryland guys at the time. I think like Alex Len, and they had like Suleiman on the summer league roster. And I'm a Maryland fan, so I kind of went with that. And they were terrible at the time. And then I loved Trae. They had Kevin Huerter. They brought in Bruno Fernando, and I kind of went from there.
So we got the show on behind us. I'm going to jump in, Riley, because the pick is in at number 1 overall, and I believe Ryan has probably seen it by now. The first pick in this draft is Zachary Reece-Sachet. Ryan Hammer, Hawks fan, your thoughts?
Wow. I don't know. I hope he proves me wrong. Like just prove me wrong. He's very good. He has the upside of like MPJ. He's a great shooter. I don't buy a lot of the other tools. And like I said, he could be good, could be really good. I don't think he's ever going to be an all-star. I think you're missing out on guys in this class. I think he could have traded down and gotten more value and whatever. Whatever. It's you know what? Good for Zach. Good for him making $12 million next year.
Cart, anytime you can get a guy that averaged 10 and 3 for JL Borg, first overall in the draft, you have to do it, right?
Ryan, you're a college hoops aficionado. This kid belongs at Dayton or George Mason, man. Come on now, let's talk
Dayton.
about it.
Him and Mike Sherjohns on Dayton would be crazy.
Yeah, I need like a year of that before we just pick him number 1 overall. This is wild, but hey, it might work out. Who knows?
Ryan, we appreciate you, my friend. I'm going to cheers to you. I think you might need a drink of something strong after this one. Thanks for kicking us off tonight. Go follow Ryan Hammer, by the way. He does fantastic work in all things basketball. Ryan, have a good night. Enjoy the draft, my friend.
Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
All right, so we have guests in the waiting room. It's quick moving, like I said, boys, but just quick thoughts before we welcome them in. Round the horn. Risache first overall. Cart, you hate this.
Riley?
I can't believe they did this, and I'm a Risache guy. This is I don't like this.
You're pushing the clock.